Modern technology, informed by an ever deeper penetration of nature and propelled by the forces of market and politics, has enhanced human power beyond anything known or even dreamed of before. It is a power over matter, over life on earth, and over man himself, and it keeps growing at an accelerating pace. Its unfettered exercise for about 2 centuries now has raised the material state of its wielders and main beneficiaries, the industrial West, to heights equally unknown in the history of mankind. Not even the ravages of 2 world wars, themselves children of that overbrimming power, could slow the upward surge for long. It even gained from the spin-off of the hectic technological war effort in its aftermath. The decades after World War II may well denote the high water mark of technologic-economic ebullience. But lately, the other side of the triumphal advance has begun to show its face, disturbing the euphoria of success with threats that are as novel as its welcomed fruits. Not counting the insanity of a sudden suicidal atomic holocaust, which sane fear can avoid with relative ease. It is the slow, long-term cumulative, the peaceful and constructive use of worldwide technological power, a use in which all of us collaborate as captive beneficiaries to raising production, consumption, and sheer population growth that poses threats much harder to counter. Then a total of these threats is the overtaxing of nature, environmental and perhaps human as well. Thresholds may be reached in one direction or another, points of no return, where processes initiated by us will run away from us on their own momentum and towards disaster. This no longer novel diagnosis forms the premise of Hans Jonas's famous book, The Imperative of Responsibility, in search of an ethics for the technological age. In response, he develops there a number of major theses, including the following. Number 1, the altered nature of human action, with the magnitude and novelty of its works and their impact on humans' global future, raises moral issues for which past ethics, geared to the direct dealings of man with his fellow men within narrow horizons of space and time, has left us unprepared. A new reflection on ethical principles is required for coping with those issues. Number 2, the lengthened reach of our deeds moves responsibility, with no less than man's fate for its object, into the center of the ethical stage. Accordingly, a theory of responsibility, lacking so far, is set forth for both the private and the public sphere. Its axiom is that responsibility is a correlate of power and must be commensurate with the latter's scope and that of its exercise. For its discharge today, therefore, we need lengthened foresight, that is, a scientific futurology.